Hello, my loves. This is going to be a picker card reading. We have three piles. The first pile is going to be the bear with the crystal rose cord. The second pile is the camel with selenite. The third pile is going to be the hawk with hematite. So I'll give you guys some time to choose your pile based off of your intuition, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello, my pile number one. So you chose this card, which is the bear card with the stone rose cord, all right? So before we get into the reading, I actually want to read what the book says about this card, all right? This is a new deck for me, all right? Let's see, the bear element. Bear, give me 1 second. This is the earth element, this sign. All right, here we go. So it says, wakening from spiritual slumber, beginning new. Okay. So that could mean a lot to you, all right? So you could have been in a period of stagnation, all right? So you could be moving into a period of action or picking up momentum, I'm hearing, all right? So it says, after a long winter, the bear rises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of the spring emerges, and your transformation begins. It says, when in balance, inner strength, yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawal, lethargic, heaviness, and to bring into balance, it says movement and exercise. All right, that's a beautiful message. Let's go ahead and get some oracle cards, all right, for your reading. All right, I'm going to start with the Yin Yang deck. Let's get 3 cards. You have self-worth. I did a collective reading, oddly enough, and that was a big message for the collective, all right? So maybe you watched that reading, all right? I'll try to link it down below for you guys in case you want to. Let's get 2 more cards. And on that card, it says high vibration. It says healing, unworthiness, expectations, and values, all right? So that could have been a part of your stagnation over the past few weeks or the past few months, all right? Could have even been years for some of you guys watching, all right? These came out in the reverse, but I'm going to read them in the upright, you guys. So it says, until death tears us apart. I'm not sure if that's a typo or if that's really written like that. I have a few typos in this deck. And then the last card is external party. All right, so this card is attached to Saturn. It says restrictions, adversity, structure, learning karmic lessons, and maturity. All right, so it could be I'm getting some signs too, so if you resonate with this, if you don't, it doesn't matter. But I get Libra, I get Capricorn, and I get Aquarius energy, all right? So you could be one of those signs, or that could be significant energy for you for some reason, all right? Work with other people. And then the last one, external party situations, karmic partner, friends, family, work, other people, obligations. So what I take from that is that something you could have learned a lot of karmic lessons recently, all right? And that could have played a part in your stagnation. Okay, so I get the message now. So I feel like spirit, God, divine, however you want to describe it, is it puts you in a hibernation period. All right, so what felt like stagnation for you was actually just divinely guided for you to learn some things, I'm hearing, all right? Also for you to release some people as well too, and situations and places. For some of you, I feel like that this could be a romantic partner. It could be a career. It could have to do with your relationships as well too. So friends, family, take it how it resonates for you, all right? For you to learn from that, or for you to end cycles. I'm hearing properly, okay? I don't know if there's a right or wrong way to do that, but it seems like that spirit or your spirit guides were encouraging you Or if this energy hasn't happened already, then this is what's happening right now, you guys, all right? And so it's a way that they want you to go about things, all right? It's things that they want you to learn before you move on, especially your self-worth, all right? That's something that you could have struggled with in the past, all right? And at the bottom of the deck, when we flip it over, it says nurture and protective. It says compassion, love, sincere feelings, wanting to care for you. All right. So I feel like that your spirit guides and spirit have been wanting to protect you. All right. This has actually been a period of nurture for you. All right. So you could have lacked that, or you could have felt like that you don't get nurture from people. All right. This could be all the way from when you were young, or this could be even as an adult that you could have experienced that you feel like that you don't get enough love or compassion. But the thing is that love comes from within and then flows outward. All right. And with the self-worth card, we teach people how to treat us. All right. So I feel like that's what your spirit guides and spirit have been trying to convey to you. All right. And this could be somebody else too. All right. So you could be, everyone sees karma differently, but my take on it is that it's just a lesson. It's neither good nor bad. It just is. All right. So this could be a person coming in to nurture you. So this could be, how can I put this from a spiritual perspective? Your spirit guides could be manifesting this love into an actual person. Okay, so this could be a romantic partner, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a work project, or a new start in your career. Okay, because I think they talked about that within the bear spirit animal. Okay, and you could see the bear, all right, if you spend a lot of time in wilderness, or you could see it like imagery, so TV, in books, so many different ways. But you may start to see symbols of the bear, all right? Or you may resonate a lot with the spirit animal or the spirit totem of the bear, all right? Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards, you guys, for more clarity. All right, let's see. I'm going to get 6 cards, all right? Okay, that's in reverse. Okay. All right, so you got, let me just push this up you guys a little bit. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. It may not be the neatest, but all right. Okay, so you got the Ace of Swords, you got the Ten of Wands, you got the Page of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. All right, that's interesting. Those two came out. So I definitely feel like that this is tied to this card, the intuitive message that I picked up on earlier. All right, so this could be somebody manifesting into your reality, or you finding someone that I call it a mirror soul. All right, so somebody that truly understands you. It's a very loving connection. With the Queen of Cups, it's based a lot on emotions and love. All right, and so I feel like that this is your gift from spirit. All right, or this is what your spirit guides have been I'm hearing conspiring during your hibernation or during the period that you feel like was stagnation. This is what has been working behind the scenes, whether you know that or not. All right, as a gift. All right. Or this is like the next stage of your life. All right, it's gonna be within partnership. I feel like this is romantic, but it's giving me a loving connection. So this could be romantic, friend, family, or a new love or passion for something you may do in career. All right. Um, so with the Ace of Swords, I'm reading this as your past. All right. So you receive some type of clarity in the past or some type of epiphany. All right. If this hasn't happened yet, then it will happen in the near future. All right. You could have experienced a lot of conflict as well too during that time period. You could have had some type of health issues as well too, or something to do with the hospital. I know that's kind of a weird message, but that's attached to this card in this particular deck. All right. Um, your current energy, all right, and time is fluid, so it may resonate differently for everybody. You could feel very burdened right now, right? You have a lot of responsibilities, okay? You could have some financial issues too as well. It's not attached to the wands, but I'm getting that you're like weighed down. So that could be you could have children, you could have multiple jobs, you could be in school right now. You could it could be a plethora of things, all right? And I feel like that they're building up. There's a need for you to release that as well too, because it is in the upright, so that's not something that you released. Of course, we can release some of our responsibilities, as you know. But I feel like that is some emotions attached to this as well too, my loves, all right? So you could be bartering. You could be hoarding or carrying burdens that no longer serve you. So traumas or things that people did that hurt you, or situations or losses that you had in the past. With the Ten of Wands, I always think about take the lesson and not the burden, okay? And we talked a lot about lessons and karmic cycles and karmic partnerships and stuff like that. And so especially with self-worth, know that you are more deserving of this. Of this stage in life, and that it's a need for you to move past this and release those karmic cycles and karmic debts that we talked about earlier, all right? And so when I say that, I mean is that you release the suffering and the pain and you take only the lesson, all right? That's attached to that karma. With the Page of Wands in reverse, it says lack of direction, procrastinating, creating conflict, that word again. So you very conflicted, all right? And that could be inner turmoil or external, all right? So, but sometimes we can manifest whatever we feel outward. And so if you're heavily conflicted inward, you may see a lot of conflict outward, all right? If that doesn't resonate with you, then if there's a lot of conflict surrounding you, there's a need for you to find peace and calmness within and to not be disturbed by what's outside of you, all right? So you have to come into balance with that. But this is all a part of your spiritual path, I'm hearing, all right? This is going to be a time period where spirit and your spirit guides are encouraging you to release self-limiting beliefs, all right? And change your mindset. In your challenge position, you have the Nine of Cups, all right? Upright, okay? There's a need for you to have faith, all right? Also practice gratitude, all right? Not being thankful for what you already have. That could be the people, the places, the experiences, the lessons you've already gained. There's a need for you to practice gratitude, all right? And have faith that everything is going to play out in your favor. You may be struggling with emotional stability as well, too. So your mindset, negative thoughts could be blocking you being satisfied right now or being content, all right? Heavy on the contentment, all right? I also get from some of you guys that you could not be wanting to move forward, all right? You could be so comfortable that you are kind of like stuck, all right? So some of you guys could be wanting to move forward and feel like that the pace is going too slow, and you've been praying or you've been trying to manifest something or meditating more to try to see how you can move forward. All right. But this is going to be like a slower time period. I know we don't like to hear that, but it's going to be a slower time period in your life because it's a part of your spiritual path. All right. And this is going to help you find your self-worth, create more self-love, and then that's going to draw in more love into your life, all right, from people, places, and things, all right, situations, everything, all right. And this could manifest in the physical form into a person or a career project, like I mentioned earlier. But some of you guys don't want that. Some of you guys are okay with what you have already, which is great. But your spirit and your spirit guides say that you're called to more on your spiritual path, and that could be very shocking to you. Because some of you may feel like that where you are is just enough, all right? And so it's a difference between contentment and being satisfied and grateful, and how can I put it? Give me a second. The words will come to me, you guys. Soul growth, all right? And so just on a spiritual level, so you could be content on like a material level, all right? Which isn't always attached to our spirituality, all right? And it could be rooted in so many different things that may not necessarily serve us, which that could be low self-esteem, egotism, and so on and so on. And so your spirit or your soul is attached to your higher self, all right? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups, all right? So this may have something to do with creativity, I'm hearing as well, too, all right? Romantic charm, imagination, beauty, knight shining armor, falling the heart, Prince Charming, proposals, all right? So this definitely has something to do with romantic for some of you guys, all right? So somebody could be coming in to offer you something. You could have something spark within your creativity, all right? A passion or love for something that I set up as well. But this is definitely external, so this is outside of you guys, all right? So I see that coming in for you, all right? Or that's what Spirit is wanting you to keep faith about, all right? This is something that you could have been wishing for, all right? We should find love within ourselves and happiness and things like that just in general, all right? But sometimes we hope for more, all right? And we hope to see that love within a person or to experience that love within a person, all right? So it's nothing wrong with that, all right? So if that's something that you've been praying for and wishing for, that's coming to you, all right? You're definitely going to have an offer from someone. The Phoenix, it says the new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and change mind, all right? There's a need for you to change your mind during this time period, all right? Some of you guys may have to release a relationship as well, too, all right? It could be any type of relationship. It says girl with the snake is underneath that. It says empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used or enabled boundaries, all right? So whatever love that your spirit guides or spirit is sending you, it's going to be healthy, all right? It's not going to be a empath, narcissist paradigm like it says on the card. This isn't going to be like a user, all right? Or and what I take from that personally is that when we use terms like that is that those are people that are at a certain point in their healing journey, all right? And so they may not be as far as long as you are in regards to what love is for ourselves and for other people. They may not be tapped into God consciousness, into Christ consciousness and stuff like that, all right? Or really tied to their spirituality, all right? So keep that in mind, all right? You send them love and light, but they may just not be the person for you at this point in time on your path, all right? Because you deserve more and you know your self-worth. So you deserve someone that can love you the way that you love yourself, all right? Healthy choices again, all right? So healthy relationships is really big in this pile. It says making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. And then it also says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, all right? So some of you guys watching this could definitely be in an unhealthy relationship, all right? or unhealthy connections. All right. And you're going to be, if you haven't released that, there's a need for you to release it so you can call in someone that's more healthier. All right. And have that King and Queen of Cups dynamic, my loves. All right. That could be what's blocking you. All right, is that you feel like that this is the best you're going to get. And I couldn't really figure out the message when I was at the challenge point, but that makes sense. Some of you guys could feel like that this is the best that you're going to get. And that could be in a romantic relationship especially. It could be in any aspect of your life, but I get heavy romance with the Knight of Cups, the King and Queen of Cups, and just everything that we pulled so far. All right, let me see. I want to go ahead and pull a lesson card. All right, you have fear. All right, it says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Exactly. And then underneath the deck, we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. All right, so trust in the Most High, trust in God, trust in Spirit, trust in Divine. All right, trust in your spirit guides of light. All right, that everything is going to be okay, that they will provide you all the answers that you need at this point in time. All right. And I think it talked about in the bear card about trusting in the unknown, I believe, or maybe that was something else I read, but I'm getting that. I think I read a card before I started the reading about the eagle, and so that may have some type of significance to you. But it talked about being in balance was to live in the unknown or be okay in the unknown. So that may be something that you guys need to surrender to, that you may not know everything during this period of time, and release fear and be in the energy of love. All right. And know that Spirit is always going to be there for you. All right. And know that you have all the tools and resources you need to be successful in this world. All right. And success is going to be determined different by each person. But when I say successful, I mean to be the highest, best version of yourself in this reality. All right. Let's go ahead and get one more last oracle card before we close out the reading. I feel called to take this one, you guys. It says, the Cosmic Heart. It says, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. That's really beautiful. I'm going to see if I'm going to actually read this from the book. Give me 1 second. See if I can find it and if it's worth us reading it. All right, so it says, when you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself following it with all of your life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within, to the intelligence of your own heart. So you have everything that you need within inside of you. All right. To bow with deep reverence, if I'm pronouncing that right, to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak, all right? Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is the most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. All right, and it says to ask yourself, How can you make your life a moving prayer? All right, so that is what I have for you, my loves. Until next time. Hello, pile number 2. So you chose the card Camel with the stone selenite. All right, so let's go ahead and get some oracle cards for clarity. All right. You got kisses. All right. It says love, unconditional love, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. All right. The readings are heavily focused on romance. I didn't intend them to be. All right. They're just whatever spirit and your spirit guides want to convey to you today. All right. But so far, it seems like a lot of my readings are centered around romance. All right. This one says Ace of Fire, passion, new starts, attraction, creation, desire, new venture or job, taking action. All right. So you could be a fire sign or be connecting with a fire sign, or you have some type of passion that's going to be being ignited within you. All right. And that could be career, or it could be with another person. All right. Or this could be within yourself, because we have self-care. All right. So you could be having more love for yourself, a more unconditional love, not being overcritical. All right. You got Virgo somewhere in your chart as well too, I'm hearing. Self-care, it says, or Cancer. Low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharge, retreat. All right. Definitely a lot of Virgo energy I get with that card. I get Hermit energy. All right. So you could be in solitude right now, or isolating yourself, or spirit is encouraging you to do so, my loves. All right. I don't mean that in like cutting everyone off and stuff like that, but just for you to take more time to yourself. All right. It's going to help you receive more clarity and make you, it's going to help you ignite the passion again. All right. Or see things clearly with a particular person, or to see yourself clearly. All right. It's going to create more love in your life. At the bottom of the deck, you have stability. It says flow, coming into balance, juggling, uncertainty, stressful choices, chaos. All right. So it's actually going to help you find stability and create structure in your life, this self-care. All right. Foundation wants to build balance, slow and steady. All right. So take your time. All right. Practicing self-care may have to push you to slow down. All right, especially with the Ace of Fire, you may be always wanting to be in action, be on go, I'm hearing. All right, and there's a need for you to slow down. All right, so that you can receive clarity and create structure and balance in a foundation in your life. This could be within yourself or with someone externally, or it could be both. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot cards, my loves. Okay, that flipped out fast. All right. You have the Two of Pentacles. All right. The Three of Pentacles. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn. All right. So you could have Capricorn in your chart to be dealing with a Capricorn. All right. Some of you guys could be a father. This could have something to do with the father. Or a child's father. We have the Six of Wands, all right, or Leo. Let me get 3 more cards, please. I saw the King of Swords, but it didn't pop out. Maybe an Aquarius or an Earth sign as well, too. Death card, Scorpio. I don't think you guys can see that, but this is what I'll do. There we go. And then 2 more cards. I saw the Eight of Wands reversed. So there could be no communication right now, or you could be talking less, or you could be receiving no communication from a particular person, my loves. So that is what spirit or your spirit guides are trying to convey to you. I need to get more information, but they want you to practice more self-care, more isolation, so that you can hear what they're saying or tap back into something. They feel like that you're disconnected from your center, all right, or disconnected from your soul, disconnected from spirit, from your spirit guides. So they want to get you alone so that you can hear it, all right? I always say or think to myself is that if you get really quiet, you can hear the sound of God. All right, so there's a need for you to practice quietness or stillness and slow down. All right, this could be very challenging for you, or it could have been very challenging for you in the past. Especially with the Two of Pentacles, you've been juggling a lot. All right, multiple priorities, time management, balancing decisions. We talked a lot about that you had a lot on your plate. They want you to work with someone, or that could be something that you want for yourself. I don't know if you're aware of that. It could be subconscious. But this, just on your next journey or your next stage in life is that you're supposed to be working, collaborating with someone or some people, all right? Or a group of people, I should say. Implementing, building. That's that word about building, all right? So working with someone. So Spirit and your spirit guides wanting you to create a foundation and a practice, a routine within yourself. All right, with that self-care and the Ace of Fire and the kisses that we talked about earlier. So that you can then work with somebody else and build an even stronger foundation. Or they're trying to get you to a point to where you can work and build with someone. This could be romantically, but it could be in career, it could be family, it could be friends, you know, so on and so on. How it resonates for you. This is going to bring you some type of recognition. I get kind of marriage. I don't have any marriage cards on the table, but I get that. But it could be any, I just feel it intuitively, but it could be anything. I don't think I read the card for Camel, and I read that in the beginning. So I'm actually going to go back and read that, all right? I may insert the clip before this when I edit, but this is going to receive some type of recognition for you, all right? Some type of victory, all right? It's going to improve your confidence, all right? It's going to make you feel like that you progressed in life, or there's a need for you to improve your self-confidence during this hermit time period, or this time period of solitude. It's going to bring you closer to God. It's going to help illuminate something inside of you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius as well too. In your challenge though, we have death in the upright. So transformation is actually blocking you. You don't want to end the cycle, all right? With the death card, it's more about spiritual, so it's more about like an ego death, all right? And so there's something that you need to have an ego death. That's what's blocking you, all right? Egotism can show up in so many different ways, my loves, all right? But there's something that's feeding your ego, all right? It's like a false self sense of, I can't say it right. It's a false sense of confidence, all right? And so that could be a plethora of things, all right? This could have to do with finances, because we have the Four of Pentacles. We haven't got to that yet, all right? So this could have something to do with finances, how you're viewed, the type of relationship you think you should have, instead of what Spirit and your spirit guides are trying to work you or trying to get you towards. Or the person that you truly have been called to be, instead of the person that you're trying to make yourself believe or make other people believe that you are. At the bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Cups in the upright. So it says compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, and emotional stability, intuitive and caring. All right. That doesn't really resonate with the message, I'm going to be honest with you. It'll come together, though. It'll come together. I think I want to go back and read the spirit animal that I actually skipped over, all right? I feel like I usually read it at the beginning of the reading, but I didn't, so I feel like that it's meant to be placed right here for some reason. So I'm going to keep it right there. This is, I think, water element, if I'm not mistaken. No, fire. Camel is fire energy. All right, you got the Ace of Fire, all right? So you could definitely get our fire sign watching this, or be dealing with one. Give me 1 second. Camel, all right, it says resourceful, independent, knows oneself. All right, perfect, exactly what we were talking about, right? The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. All right, so everything you need, all the resources and tools, all the guidance is within. All right, because spirit is within. All right, and so our higher self is attached to God, and God is our higher self. So we're one with spirit at all times. All right. And so it says this wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenges with ease, even in the face of excess heat. And it says in parentheses, judgment or anger. All right. Judgment is also associated with Scorpio energy. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water. All right, we talked a lot about fire, and we have a lot of, okay, that makes sense. So the Death card and the Queen of Cups, all right, so there's a need for you to bring into balance, and you could have water and fire in your chart somehow, okay? If that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. It's just talking about you bringing, grounding your emotions. That's what I take from that. All right, so you can have some earth in your chart as well too, all right? But there's a need for you to ground your emotions. This has something to do with your root chakra too, so you could be healing that, especially with the Four of Pentacles, all right? So earth energy is usually attached to the root chakra. And so there's a need for you to ground yourself and balance your emotions and how much you take action, all right? So you could be very reactive in regards to your emotions, and there's a need for you to calm yourself and be not reactive, but I can't think of the word right now, you guys, but there's a need for you to be more still right now. And just be more in touch with your emotions and not allow your emotions to control you. All right. That could be a part of your ego death. All right. You care too much what other people think of you. All right. That's the message from Spirit and your spirit guides. And it's more important of your connection to yourself and to see yourself through the eyes of Spirit. I'm hearing. All right. And then it says, and being responsible for one's own reactions. And I hadn't even read that. That's crazy, but that's what it says. It says the camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, water and fire, and being responsible for one's own reactions. And those are the words I was looking for. The camel is a wonderful traveler and especially fond of trips to faraway lands, all right? So you could have some Sagittarius in your chart or be wanting to travel or feel called to travel. Spirit and your spirit guides, use your own discernment, all right? Only you'll know how that message can touch you, but you may be feeling called to travel right now or to move, all right? That could be mentally, physically, or spiritual. It says, when in balance, calm, content, sparkle in eye. And says, when out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. All right, so there could be a need for you to hydrate right now. That could be physically through water or the things that you're eating, or you may need to hydrate your spirit, your soul, your mind, especially in like isolation or during self-care practices or unconditional love, not criticizing or judging yourself. I'm hearing, all right. It says to bring into balance a pilgrimage. Okay. Definitely some movement. Like I said, that could be physically moving, or that could just be a spiritual trek, all right, during hermit period, I'm hearing, all right, or in hermit mode, I should say. Let's see, what do I want to do next? I want to get some of these, the Island Time Wellness cards. That's interesting, right? Never noticed that. Let's get some cards. I think I'm just going to get 3. You have Hand of Cards. It says, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling, all right? So you could be wanting to make a choice right now. It could be having to do something with movement, all right? Only you'll know how that resonates for you exactly. It has coffee cup, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship, all right? So you could be connecting with someone in the near future. This could be somebody you already know, or it could be a reconnection, all right? Especially with that Death card. Something could be rekindled. We are in like the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, if I'm not mistaken, or we might be coming out of it, or just have, all right? It says, not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding conversation, call a person, boundary, still angry. All right. So at first I was like, I don't have any reconnections on the table, like Six of Cups, stuff like that. But you definitely could be reconnected. You could not want to speak to this person. This person could not want to speak to you. So I don't know who's reaching out to who. All right. That's kind of a side message. I don't feel like that's attached to the pilgrimage or the moving or the traveling things we talked about. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. All right, definitely reconnection. At the bottom of the deck, it says ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Okay, there we go. That's the word we were looking for. Let's get a lesson card. What does spirit and your spirit guides want you to learn? Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Exactly. All right. So this is actually meant to grow you. We talked a lot about judgment, and that's at the bottom of the deck. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. All right. So you could be a Scorpio watching this, and Tuli or a Libra out here as well, too. All right. So get out of the comparison. All right. Comparison is the devil. All right. Meaning that the devil is attached to our attachments, our addictions, all right, things that serve our ego that we talked about earlier, all right. They're not of our higher self. They're not of spirit of God, all right. And so there's a need for you to release that and know that whatever you're going through is a part of your spiritual path and it's actually helping you grow, all right. So embrace that during this time period. Let's go ahead and get our last oracle card. Okay. We got two. I'm going to take them. It says the great serving. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. All right. And then it says you're not for everyone. All right. I think I said that you could care too much what people think of you. It says embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. All right. I don't know if I'm going to read both of these, but let's see. It's something about more love or cultivating more love within your life or more love within yourself. That's really big. Let's see what this one says. The great calling. The great serving, I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to read a few passages or excerpts from it, I should say. It says this is a shadow card, all right? So you could be doing some shadow work, all right? Could be some deep healing. It could be uncomfortable, very heavy right now for you. It says that one that may feel confrontational, don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface, all right? That's the adversity we talked about. Anything that's standing in the way of letting love in, all right? We definitely were supposed to read this. The warring planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, forgive, and find a way back to love. All right, so there's a need for forgiveness. That could be you or within your connections with other people or just things that's happened to you, all right? Doesn't necessarily mean that you may have the same connection or things may be the same with this person or situation or whatever took place, but it's a need for you to accept it, that it was meant to happen, and that it's helped you grow, all right, and to release it, all right. And then it says, if this card surfaces, it could be for two reasons. First, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions. We talked a lot about emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. And secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world and to let the painful experience confirm the agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear and anxiety and paranormal paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others in the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway. We are all innocent children, spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, especially you. That's a beautiful message. All right. So what I take from that is that some of you guys could be isolating yourself and it may not be for your highest good, or you are exiting hermit mode, or there's a need for you to. Spirit and your spirit guides are encouraging you to exit. All right. For all the reason that we just spoke about. All right. Take it how it resonates for you. All right. You'll know how your spirit speaks to you. All right. And it says for you to ask yourself, how are you cutting yourself off from love? How can you soften towards those who have hurt you? Mm-hmm. So food for thought, all right? That's a question you'll ask yourself for today or forever. Let's see. I'm going to read. I feel called to read the last one too, all right? Let me see. Let's look for that. All right, you're not for everyone. All right, so it says the world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just don't like you. All right. But it's also filled with those who love you fiercely. All right, so there's a need for you to find balance, to not focus so much on the haters, as people say, or people that don't like you. It could be some self-acceptance as well too that needs to happen. I've noticed a lot of times when we focus on who doesn't like us or being accepted from others, we actually lack self-acceptance, and that kind of manifests more into our reality, or it's magnified, I should say, into our reality. They are your people. All right, so it says, but it's also filled with those who love you fiercely, and they are filled with your people. So we're talking about soul tribe here. All right, and so you're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. So the people that understand you. All right. I used to know somebody when I was younger, and she had a tattoo, and I always remember this. It's by a famous person, the quote, but I never remember that. I just remember where I saw it from. And the quote used to say, those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. All right. Which I always felt was so profound when I was younger. So that could definitely be something that you take for food for thought right now. So it says, don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. There's need for you to see your own value right here. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs, and likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Very valuable. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, to own your weirdness, to let the world see who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature, not to dim your light according to who is in your presence, to own all parts of yourself so that your people, your soul tribe, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your paths cross. That's so beautiful said. And then it says to ask yourself, how can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much about what people think of you? All right, so I'm actually going to leave it right there. I feel chills, all right? It's very, I'm hearing, this could be a groundbreaking time for you, all right? Very beautiful message that we got today. That is all I have for you, my loves. Until next time. Hello, pile number 3. You actually chose the Hawk card, all right, with the hematite stone. All right, so I'm actually going to go ahead and read this particular card first before we pull some oracle cards. Let me see. The Hawk, is that fire? It might be fire. Might be air. Hold on, let me check that one. It is an air card. All right, and so Hawk. All right, so it says watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. Okay, it says the sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, faith has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries new upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. It says, when in balance, sees clearly, intuitive, excuse me, when out of balance, sees too much, suspicious, all right, so paranoia, to bring into balance, perspective shift, all right, so you're definitely going to be changing perspectives right now, all right, in spirit, the divine, your spirit guides, all right, is really trying to get a message to you, all right? So what I take from this reading heavily is that you could be seeing a lot of birds recently, all right? And there's a message in there for you, all right? Each bird has a different meaning. So when you see that bird, spirit or your spirit guides is wanting you to look up what that meaning means, all right? And follow your intuition to know what meaning really speaks to you, all right? And in order for our intuition to really help us and guide us throughout our life, we really have to be tapped into the divine, the higher source, spirit, and our spirit guides, all right? And when I say that, I mean is that we have to create a clear channel to God, all right, to source, divine, spirit, however you describe it. And how we do that is releasing trauma, pain, suffering, all right, struggles. All right. Often we can't hear our intuition because it's clouded by trauma. And so how we do that, we heal. We overcome those things. We unpack it. All right. And so spirit could be encouraging you to overcome all those things that we just mentioned so that you can tap more into your intuition and be more of a clearer channel or have a clearer channel with the divine, I'm hearing. All right. You could be conveying a message about that to people, all right, on a platform. That could be something like this. It could be a motivational speaker. It could be I'm even hearing like in religion, so it could be something to do with church, or it could be something that's outside of that, that's tied to religion or spirituality, all right? Take that how that resonates for you, all right? But that's an interesting message. I didn't get that from my other decks, all right? But definitely heavy messages in birds, all right? So you could be seeing a hawk, but you could see a hawk, an eagle, a crow, a cardinal, so on and so on, all right? You could even see feathers as well, too, all right? Those are messages from spirit, all right? And they want you to decode those messages and how they relate to you. But you have to have a clear channel, all right, to the divine, all right? And so we have reunion, we have soul ties, all right? It says soulmate, faded partnerships, past life connections, and past returns, all right? So I don't know if it's something that you need to release or if this is something that's, I feel like it's something you need to release, but take that however it resonates for you, all right? This kind of gives me the Lover's card a little bit. Some of these are in reverse, but so that could be something that you need to let go. Use your own discernment. We'll get more information on that. And then it has self-love, all right? Intentions, focus on desires of the heart, self-worth, expansion, and manifesting, all right? Self-love definitely allows us to have a clearer channel, all right, to our intuition and to God, to spirit, all right, to our spirit as well. Karma, the sun, balancing things out, cause and effect, choices, strength, empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness. All right, so what all the healing that I mentioned is going to push you to open your heart chakra. It's going to actually empower you. A lot of times when we focus on our struggles, our strife, our pain, our traumas, it's actually very disempowering to us, all right? I don't know if people see it that way, but or I don't know if it, and I want to say that it doesn't feel that way, but it does, all right? Those things cause a lot of problems, all right? It could be within our connections, whether this is past connections or current connections, because you're bringing a lot of the, and I'm going to say baggage, but I say baggage because I'm thinking of the Ten of Wands in my head, all right? And that's associated to that card. But we bring a lot of those traumas and suffering and pain into the new connection, and then it begins to overshadow the love or the connection that we have with that person, all right? You could be a fire sign watching this. You don't have to be, though, all right? Because I've got the Ten of Wands and we got the sun, and that's associated to fire. I get Libra, I get Scorpio as well too. I also get Gemini and Virgo and Cancer. Doesn't have to be. You could also be an air sign watching this. At the bottom of the deck, or Scorpio with Pluto, it says letting go, death card, endings, resilience, transformation, and power. All right, so you're entering into a transformation season, or spirit and your spirit guides are encouraging you, or trying to get you there. They're trying to get you to find balance and to release a lot of the pain and suffering, all the things that have been disempowering you. All right, this could be connections with people, or they could be trying to get you to come into union with someone new. All right. And this could be somebody that you already know if you believe in past life soulmates. If not, then that's okay. But this person could just seem very familiar. Alrighty, you could feel like that you've known them for a long time without actually knowing them for a long time, if that makes sense. Alright, or this could be somebody that you need to release that no longer serves you. You'll know how that resonates, alright? And so how we receive clarity is through prayer and meditation, alright? So ask God, Spirit, Source, Divine to guide you, to give you clarity. All right, and we'll see that in symbols and in signs. All right, so if that message speaks to you, if you see a bird, that's going to offer you clarity. That's a message from spirit. All right, that's a message from your spirit guides on what you should do or how to see things clearly. All right, in regards to this connection. So it could be past, or it could be a new one coming in. All right, or it could be a relationship you need to let go. Or a version of yourself you need to let go. So this could, I don't know if I said this already, but this could be about you coming into union with yourself, all right? Let's get some tarot cards. You have the Knight of Cups, all right? So coming definitely on top of the reunion, all right? So this could be a love offer. I don't know if you want this love offer or if your spirit guides are encouraging you to take it or not yet, okay? We have the Justice card, all right? More karma, all right? More Libra energy as well, too. Fairness, truth, clarity, all right? Something about clarity. You're trying to receive clarity and have balance, all right? Also says cause and effect, all right? Just tied more to karma as well too. Celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity. This is the Three of Cups, all right? So sense of community, some type of happiness. These all seem like really good, positive cards, you know. Also, somebody needs to hear this is that whatever like pain or suffering or trauma, I don't want to be insensitive to this, but it's a part of your spiritual path, all right? So you're supposed to go through those things to help you get to where you are right now, all right? And so that this is actually meant to empower you and make you stronger. I know it doesn't feel that way, but spiritually, all right, from spirit and your spirit guides, that this is a part of your path to make you even more stronger and even more powerful. And I mean like internal, all right, and eternal, I'm hearing, all right? I forgot 4 cards. I only meant to get 3, to be honest with you guys. But we got the Tower. All right. I saw that coming. We got the 7 of Pentacles. So something's going to be paying off for you, all right? Something you're investing in. This could be financially. This could be investing in yourself will pay off in the end. This could be a relationship will pay off in the end. Or you investing in yourself more is going to help you get to a relationship of your dreams, all right? Or planting seeds of hope and having faith is going to get you to where you want to be in your career and also in your connections with others. That could be romantically or not. This definitely could be a planning season for you, or your spirit and your spirit guides are encouraging you. More travel. Pile 2 was heavy travel too as well. This is connected to Aries energy, but I also feel intuitively Sagittarius as well too. You have a North Node in Sagittarius. There may be something to do with your North Node or your North Star or something like that. I don't usually use that word, North Star, but that could be some importance to you, all right? But I would definitely recommend you to look up your North Node, all right? And see how this resonates for you and see if there's a message in there for you. Baggage. The last card is Six of Swords. Transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. All right, so that confirms that. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. In the challenge position, that's crazy. I think in Pile 2, they had the Death card in the challenging position, which is associated with Scorpio. In the Tower, it's Mars, so it could be Scorpio or Aries. All right, it's fire energy. So it says sudden change, upheaval, chaos, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. All right, so there's insight or something that's trying to change. This could have already happened because it's in your challenge position. So, and it comes when you least expect it. So this could be a challenge for you. It could be something that you're trying to get over, or you found it very difficult and you can't release it and you're harboring onto it and it's creating baggage. And as a result, it's creating a blockage. But this is a part of like lessons and balance in your life. And it's so... how can I present? Let me turn. It's a part of your spiritual path, like I mentioned earlier, all right? And so you could have feel like that this isn't meant to happen, or why did this happen to me? This could be about anything. This could be about a job, a romantic relationship ending, or you not having a romantic partner and it taking too long, or losing something. I get lost. It's just in general, all right? It could be so many different things. I don't want to be insensitive about that, but you could have lost something recently, or someone, place, thing, anything, and you feel like it wasn't supposed to happen, and so that's actually blocking you, all right? This actually is meant to bring you some type of clarity and actually help elevate you, evolve you. And I'm hearing as well to take away some type of burden from you. All right. You actually felt very overwhelmed by this, whether you're aware of this or not. If that doesn't resonate with you, or that's fine. All right. But there's a need for you to know that this was meant to happen. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit and your spirit guides. And that once you surrender to this and know that it was meant to be happen, this is actually going to remove the blockage and allow you to I'm hearing eventually collect your blessing, all right, or to collect your investment, all right, and to release that baggage and to transition into something else, all right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind, all right. So something caused you a lot of disappointment, all right? It could have been abandonment, or you losing something, or somebody walking away from you, or you being forced to walk away from something, I'm hearing, all right? Let's get some of these cards. All right, you got date, meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan and set a date. All right, so you could be going on a date with someone. Someone wants to go on a date with you. I don't know if you're into, like I said, I'm getting two different messages. I don't know if you're interested in this person from the past, or the new person, or it could be, we talked about paranoia in the animal, if you're out of balance for the Hawk card. So this could be some type of paranoia, or you could be taking that baggage and putting it on a new connection that spirit or your spirit guides is trying to bring in for you, that actually is a positive, healthy connection, but you could be unaware of that. But use your own discernment and look for signs and synchronicities to confirm that, all right? And make sure that they're messages of light, I'm hearing, all right? Mirroring each other. Self-image relationships reflect our wounds, introspection, all right? Grim Reaper, excuse me. The relationship is over, second chances, grow, transform life. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting two different storylines, all right? So take it how it resonates for you. Girl with the snake, empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I think Power 1 got that as well, too. And this card, too. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. And we had self-love out on the table, all right? So keep that in mind, my loves, all right? It also says butterfly, healing the inner child, growth. Not enough, frustrating relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. All right, breakup, separation, stop pattern, all right? So the same message keeps on coming out again, my loves, all right? One card I wanted to read, what was it? Stab in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. All right, so it could be, this could have something to do with betrayal as well too, my loves. All right, let's get a lesson card. Let's see what spirit or your spirit guides want you to learn during this time period, or just in general. Envy. I am the same as everyone but with different challenges. All right, so don't compare yourself to other people's challenges, or comparison is the devil. I think that's the devil pile too. You could have watched all of the piles I'm hearing in this particular pile, because I'm getting that, and I didn't get that for the other piles. All right, at the bottom of the deck it says service. I feel good when I can help others. All right, so there's a need for you to be in service to other people. All right, be in service to God. All right, to be a servant of God, I'm hearing. All right, to spread his message. That's what we got earlier in there as well too. All right, so you could definitely be spreading the message or the gospel, I'm hearing. All right, that's interesting. Or spreading positivity, spreading light, helping people with their spirituality, I'm hearing as well too. Or helping them along their soul's growth. Just one oracle card. We have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. We're definitely going to have to read that one. Underneath the deck it says Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. All right, I feel called to just read that one. Let me get my book 1 second. Let's see, star bathing. Okay, it says stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. All right, this is a very ethereal message. When things are in balance, the planet also needs information back, sends information back up to the stars. I'm gonna read that. Many star seeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally. That's what I was picking up earlier, but I couldn't find the phrase, the words to put in. All right, so some of you guys could see yourself as star seeds if you're aware of that, or you could not see yourself as that, and that's okay. But you could have a strong calling to help people in general, or to help the earth, the planet, the 3D, all right, to shift vibrationally. If you don't see it that way, then that's what you're being called to do, and that's what your spirit guides and spirit is trying to get you to see, that you've been called here to help people, all right, to shift the planet vibrationally to a more positive vibration, to a more God consciousness, Christ consciousness, all right, however you will put it. It says to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And so you may have like a lot of like sacred knowledge, or a lot of sacred information, or people could view you that way. For some reason in this particular pile, I feel like you don't know that, but you may get that information from other people, or you may hear certain words or certain phrases often, or you may have people come to you wanting your help, or wanting you to help them find clarity, or help them tap back into spirituality, or I'm hearing find themselves. That's how they describe it, or they may come to you as, but it's not really that. It could be, but it's actually you helping them tap back into spirituality, into a higher vibration, into God consciousness, like I said, all right, and to be connected more with their soul and their spirituality, all right. And so let me see. So it says if you pull this card, you may be being called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the earth. Some people believe that the crystalline, it doesn't give information about the crystalline grid, so and I'm not really that educated about myself either, and so I would encourage you to look more into what that means and if that actually resonates with you. All right. And so it says frequency on the planet. You may be guided to a journey to a particular place on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. All right, traveling again. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. Download a star bathing meditation and gives you a website and so on. This is a very ethereal card. All right. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. All right, so if you're feeling called to go somewhere, move somewhere, it could be long term or short term. It could just be you going there for the day or for a few minutes. All right, or it could be a few years. It depends. All right, how it resonates for you. But you could be feeling called to go there, and that's going to activate something inside of you or be a part of your mission, I'm hearing. All right. It also can mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. All right. So this could be like a mind or a spirit thing. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. And then it has a positive affirmation. It says, when reading this card, you should say, I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me. And as they do, may it heal the earth too. All right, so definitely look into what the crystalline grid, I actually film on my cell phone, so I can't look it up, but I'm actually going to look it up myself too as well too, all right? And so I definitely get like a mission, a purpose, heavy star seed, if you resonate with that word, of helping people just in general. All right, so that could be like spiritual and based in religion, or it could be like medicine. All right, and that could take root in so many different forms. All right, and helping people heal or helping people in general. All right, but heavy on the helping those heal in multiple different ways and multiple different platforms. All right, so that is all I have for you, my loves. Until next time.